How do we find happiness within ourselves? How do we find that center of bliss? We all know theoretically that we shouldn't be looking for it in instant gratification or in the outside world. But what is this center that we need to be looking for, and how do we even visualize it? But here's a little trick for you. Sometimes it doesn't have to be very, very fancy or very big. There is a story in the Bhagavad Gita where Arjuna asks Krishna to show him his true form. And Krishna does, sort of shows him what he really is inside in all of his infinite splendor. And it's simply too overwhelming for Arjuna. And he says, enough, enough, I can't take this anymore. So if you do want to try and visualize that infinite center of you, here are a few hacks. One is to just go back to your childhood and think of, this little guiding light of mine. Think of it as like a little guiding light inside of you. Or if you liked your fairy tales very much, think of Pinocchio and his Jiminy Cricket. That little fellow that sat on Pinocchio's shoulder and guided him and told him when he was going off course. Or if you'd like to think a little bit more modern, this one is my favorite. You know the movie Men in Black? Everybody in the movie was looking for something called Orion's belt. They were looking for this galaxy, and all they knew was that it was on Orion's belt, and everyone was looking all over the universe for it. And you know where it was? It was on a cat named Orion on his belt. And that massive galaxy that they were looking for, it was a tiny little ball. I love to use that visualization when I wanted to think about my center of happiness, when I couldn't really find it or even believe that it was inside me. Use that little hack and let me know if it works for you.